Okay, we're live again. So I started this in the Facebook group and then realized that I didn't want to. So that's it. Where is it? So I've already opened it and yeah, I've already opened check. It's in here. It's ready to go. My little coachy thing. It's in there ready to go. And Streamate, baby, yay! I've been with them since 2004. October 2004, I was Streamate. They are my lifesaver company. And yeah, I'm just really, really happy to be getting this. So the thing about the envelope, and there's information on the envelope that tells you certain things to need to know why websites can be really reliable. So their postage stamp says they mailed this out to me on the 23rd. Today's August 30th, which means it took a week to get here from Seattle to me in Canada. So, and it's not like I'm like Vancouver, Canada. Like, no, I'm like across the way. I'm across the country of Canada. So, but it's here. Took a week, which is kind of like awesome when you really think about it. Of it took me, I don't know, like this is like an hour of paid chat time, but it took 2 weeks of making the hour of paid chat time only because I wasn't logging in every day. I can honestly say I don't log on every day like I used to. I want to. The plan is for September to log in every day. But yeah, it's just the way things are for me right now. Things used to be like for camming. Camming, every time I used to cam, felt like a protest. It felt like a rebellion against a lot of things. Now, 15 years later, and so many people want to make money for themselves, they want to work for themselves, they would want to make money online because they hear the internet's making money online like it's some big thing. But it's been going on for a very long time. It's not like it's new. Like making money on the internet's been going on since the 90s. It's not like this huge mystical thing. It's just more people are doing it and people are talking about it and more people hate their jobs. So because more people hate their jobs and they want to do something for themselves, and the internet gives them more options to do something for themselves. So that's just what it was. And then for me, who is the weird person making money online in 2003, I got a lot of backlash of people that didn't like what I was doing. So every time I logged on, it felt like a rebellion. Now it's just a way of life. I log on, I do my shows, I upload my content, I talk to my fans, I log off, I get checks in the mail, I go cash them, I go buy stuff that some stuff I need, some stuff I don't, and some stuff, well, they have almost no value, but only value in the moment, like alcohol and yeah, recreational stuff. So like that. Um, but recreational stuff is like a huge list of stuff. Like those emojis, they have no real value when you really think about it. Like, no, just looking at them, they make me smile. So I have the emojis. Or like, I'm waiting on a package delivery from Amazon that says it'll be here by 8 p.m. tomorrow. And as long as it shows up, I have something that'll keep me occupied in between of webcamming when I'm not webcamming. Like the whole structure of webcamming and of getting paid and just doing it, it's so self-directed that you really decide the outcome on so many things. And like the things that you cannot control on webcamming, of like when a company's going to send you a check, when a customer is going to buy a show from you, the traffic online, I don't even think about them. I just know that if I log on and I stay on for more than 6 hours in a day, I have the potential of making whatever amount of money of the people that are in my room at that time that want to spend money on me. It could be like $5, it could be $200. I never know. I just know I want to log on and make as much as I can. And because like being in Canada and the websites bill in US dollars and the checks come in US dollars, my biggest hassle is when the checks arrive is where do I cash them? who's going to cash me my check where I don't have to wait for my money. It's a who has my money and who's going to give me my money so it's available and not on hold type of thing. So I need to really boost up my savings so that checks on hold don't affect my spending for that day or that month, because there's enough money that's available that I can use when I need it. That is a new thing because of like, I have a no fee bank account. I make my deposits, but they hold my check for like 30 days, which is nuts. And it doesn't take me 30 days to make that kind of money, not all the time. Like, as long as I reach the threshold, the company mails me the check, then I get the check, and then the bank, or yeah, just really the bank, really. The bank just wants to hold it for a month, which is like, doesn't make any sense. But I'm thinking, because I bank with a really popular bank as well, that if I make the deposits in that machine, they might process cashing my checks faster than the bank that has no fee that holds my check for 30 days. I don't know. Just banks are weird. I mean, I think they probably need to see a whole bunch of deposits going in so that they'll release the money faster, but they still make it annoyingly difficult. While check cashing places, you walk in, they look at the check, they know the value, they do their math, which apparently is 8.99% plus 3% on the face value of the check. So I'm going to try to do some math to figure out how much money I'm going to get from this company right now. I'm not sure. Oh, Siri, not right now. So I need the calculator. Okay, so let's see. A minus 8.99%. That's the hell? Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I gotta do some math to figure out how much money I'm gonna lose on this check. Minus 8.99%, $7. 755 times 1.284. Fuck! You know what? I didn't pass math class. I don't need to do math to figure out how much money I'm getting from the company that's been paying me for the last 14 years. Right, 14 years they've been paying me, because 2004 is now 2018. That math I can do. Let's do that math. Wait, no, hold on. 2004. Oh, shoot. Yeah, 14 years. See, that's how long I've been working with this company that's been paying me. Yeah. The thing is, banking means you always pay a fee. It does not matter the type of account. You will still pay a fee. Either you pay a fee every time you make a deposit, or they accumulate the fee once a month and they take the fee. It's not like I'm never going to have fees. I'm always going to have fees for financial institutions, or financial institutions that financial institutions don't consider financial institutions. Anybody that's trying to hold my money, handle my money, cash my money, they all want their fee. I know this. It's just I'm trying to figure out the best way of doing it that doesn't drive me insane. That's just the way it works. Of like, great, so I cash this check at Money Mart. They take a fee every time a customer does a service with them as a pay-as-you-go service. While if I walk down to the bank and deposit my check, they look at it like, oh, we never seen this before. Let's hold it for 30 days. When they, like, all they really got to, like, I don't know how their system has not advanced enough to like make that process happen faster, but they don't, because the banks want to make money. And then even though there's these like third-party financial services of loan companies or whatever they are that give you payday loans and all that stuff, they also have their fees. They all like, it's just business. It's just the cost of business. So like, I'm just looking at like, great, I know these companies will mail me a check pretty much every week. So like if I do what I'm supposed to do for camming, there is, let's break it down. So Streamate pays weekly. iFriends pays weekly. Right there between the two companies, that is each 52 checks. So that's 104 checks for the year from these companies. I'm not talking the amount of money because that is a whole nother math calculating thing. Then we work on cams, Flirt for Free, iFriends, Webcam Club. They pay every 2 weeks. That means each of those companies is 26 checks. So 26 times 4, that's another 104 checks, right? Which means, and then we got the iFriends and the Streamate, they're 104 checks, which means it's 208 checks that comes to me on a regular basis doing regular work to make this happen. Yeah, that is based on a really ideal, awesome, I make payout on every single check. I will have 208 of these pay stubs in my apartment proving that these companies have paid me. It's not even like how much. It's just the mere fact of this is the job that I created for myself, where all I gotta do is log on, talk to an audience, they tip me, they take me private chat, and I have the potential of having a check in my mailbox all the time just from the first 6 companies that I work with, or 7, I don't remember. I work like a whole heap of sites just for webcam. Then we got to add in the affiliate marketing companies. Then we add in my coaching stuff. Then we add in other products and services online that I promote. It's a lot of money. It really is. Even if you do the basic minimum for every company that pays you, so like Streamate, iFriends, $100 minimum for the year. That's $5,200 minimum. Like just minimum doing what you need to do to log on to make money. $5,200 American plus the 30% exchange rate. That means that's $6,765 per website for the year if I make $100. This is a Canadian estimated value based on the typical exchange rate for the US dollar to Canada, but it's not an exact number. It's just the number that I know based on averages and patterns of the exchange rate over the last 15 years. Like, yeah, so this is where I don't understand why people that say they want to be a webcam model and they say they want to do this job are not doing this job, because this is the basic money that you're missing out. This is the basic work. This is like the basic level of like, I log on, I make enough money so I get paid, and I log off. Like, I don't know why people can't do this number. Like, I don't get it. I really do not get it. I could rant on about that alone for like the whole entire video of, I don't like, do you not want money? Money's right there. Like, really. So like, yeah, I don't fucking get it. I really don't. And it's yeah. So like, great. You figure out how to make the bare minimum amount earnings so the company pays you every single week. And then that is either savings, that's either tuition, that's, yeah, it improves your life. $100 a week. It's awesome. Like, I remember for me growing up, my biggest like thing was getting $50 from grandma every year from Christmas. It's kind of like that. It's that equivalent of, grandma sends you checks for your birthday every year. She's going to give you a rough estimate number. If you calculate the day she started doing it until the day she stopped doing it, which is probably your whole entire life, or the whole entire life of grandma when she started being a grandma, it's a lot of money. And people just seem to throw away their money. Like, that's just the way I'm looking at it right now. Like, really, it's not minimum wage, like controlled by the government. It's money made by you doing all the effort you can do to log on these websites. All right, we have a question here. You mean 30% behind because the exchange rate? Yes, pretty much. So like the iFriends check that sent to me was $103.91. I cashed that check at Money Mart and they gave me $114. The check value should have been $129.95. So I lost $15 off that check. Yes, I know it sucks. It does. It totally sucks. I lost $15 off a check because the exchange rate. But 30 days, yeah. So the thing is, if I go to the 30-day plan of cashing checks at my bank, I will get the full amount exchange rate based on what the bank is giving me. So the bank has their own exchange rate that they give me that's roughly in the window of $1 US is 130, $1.30 Canadian, but they'll take anywhere from they'll take a profit out of that room of $1 to up to maximum 130. So like there's that. And it's based on the day you make that deposit in the check, and then the bank knows that check is a US dollar check. So if I'm going to do that whole 30-day deposit schedule, it would definitely irritate me a little bit, but it'll work itself out over the long period of time if I set up my savings account. So like how I'm doing my what the hell I call it? My financial journey thing. My financial journey thing of following the baby steps of Dave Ramsey baby steps. So let's say I have $1,000 in emergency fund, and that's like minimum. I have $1,000 set aside in a savings account, and then I work the webcam sites because my expenses are low. If I need to tap into the emergency fund, I can until a check releases after 30 days. So it's just one of those things. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put more into savings, less into bills, and less into credit cards and loans and stuff, where like there's more money there that every week there's a check and every 30 days a new check is being released, which I don't know. I really don't know. Like, but because of the currency exchange rate being in the whole foreign currency exchange, it might work out. I don't know. I really don't know. Just right now, the way my money is right now, I cash every single check. But I'm working with my financial coach where he's recommending that I do the 30 days savings and then make deposits all the time. And hopefully my bank will see that deposit happening, that deposit behavior happening, and they'll release all my money faster, like 5 days or something, or the same day I make the deposit. But banks want to make money. This is the annoying thing. They want to make money. Like I've had it before where the bank has released my checks quicker, and then they decide to hold it because the new teller at the bank is his first day and decides to follow everything by policy. Like it's that. And the whole having a US bank account is stupid. They still hold the stupid check for 30 days. It doesn't it's not even like it's better. It's not like having a US bank account is better living in Canada. It's still a pain in the ass. So every one of them has their own level of pain in the ass, and I just need to figure out which one I want to take up the ass. That's pretty much how it works, because each one of them have their own annoying thing. Like you could have the company pay you in an e-wallet. They just do. Banks hold the money because they want to make money. That's the only reason banks are holding your money. They hold your money because they want to make money. That's the only reason why they do it. Like that's the only reason why they do it. And that's why these check cashing companies are there. They don't hold your money. They do something the banks don't do. The banks hold your money. Like that's just what it is. So like basically, like I said, which pain in the ass do you want to take? The bank holding your checks for 30 days, a US check that says, oh, a US bank account will let you exchange your money based on the exchange rate, but they still hold your money for 5 or 30 days if the bank feels like it based on your credit rating. That's just pretty much it. The whole system is set up where banks make money. Like that's just what it is. Like I've accepted it. It's 15 years of doing this thing. I've accepted it. Because you're in US and you're dealing with US money. That's the reason. And because the check from Streamate says Bank of America and you are in Bank of America where they live, they will release the money. But the minute you cross the border with that check and you live in another country, good luck trying to find a place trying to cash that check. That's pretty much what it is. Like you live in the US with Bank of America, you can walk into Bank of America and cash the check. They will do it. But Bank of America check, living in Canada where there is no Bank of America that I can walk into to verify the check faster, they will hold it for 30 days. So they can make money on top of the money that it took me a week to make. Like that's what it is. Like it's not that complicated. Banks want to make money and they want to make it as painful as possible to make their money. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the money clears pretty much the same time the way the check was printed. It's just they want to hold it to make money. They want to put it in the stock market. They want to put it over here. They want to put it over there. They want to take a fee. They want to tell you, oh, you had chargebacks. They want to tell you, oh, this. They want to tell you NSF charges. They make up a whole bunch of stuff with a bunch of fees while they hold the money. Like that's just how it is. I'm just happy that I have now a promise note from the company I work with saying, hey, you earn this much money. We pay you this much money. Here you go. Go cash it out of the bank. That's it. Like as far as the contract agreement from the webcam company that I work with, they've done their job. They've done their job. I was going to look for the check. Just like, yeah. The fact that this showed up in the mail as it should, they did their job. They did their job. Now I got to go find a bank to do the other half of their job based on numbers and code and whatever's printed on that check so that I can have the money there. It does. The exchange rate works in my favor all the time. All the time. So like imagine when I have a check that's $1,000. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm like the $1,000 check. I'm thinking I'm going to lose $100 on a $1,000 check. But I did some work on my previous receipts of cashing my check at check cashing places. They always give me the face value of the check. So like this one, the check is made out to me for $103. The currency exchange rate says that I would get 129. Then Money Mart's like, I want a fee off this check for giving you a service. They take their $15. I walk away with 114 when I really should have gotten 103.91. Like if I lived in America with an American bank, I would only get 103.91. But I'm not. I live in a different country, so I get more. And then other countries, I think Europe, they probably get less because the US to the euro to US dollar, which I want to figure what that is. Let's figure out what this check would be if I lived in Europe. Yeah, I would ask Siri, but sometimes Siri doesn't understand me. So US 103.91 USD to euro would be $89.11, like roughly estimated based on the exchange rate today in the moment because the market is still open. So like that's the thing. If you're doing webcam and you live in Europe, you will lose money on your earnings because of the exchange rate. Because you're not getting 103.91, you're going to get 89.11. Yeah, I do. Like, I go to check cashing places because it's easier that way. And like, there's other benefits of going to a check cashing place. The more you're doing it, you just understand the benefits of using it for like other purposes of people that don't like bank accounts, or the people that are homeless and they get their checks, or like you want to send money to Western Union. Check cashing places offer that service. Now they offer like they file my taxes. Right now, I'm waiting for them to file my taxes so that I can get my refund, and they will give my cash refund there. They just take a fee out of the refund, and then yeah. So that's the next on the list I'm waiting for. Like, so like the thing about money, it is everywhere. It is literally everywhere. It's just a matter of which ones you want to tap into to bring you the money that you need so you can live the life that you want. Like that's pretty much it. I've narrowed down all of mine. Hopefully you figured out yours. I've talked a lot about this stuff. But yeah, it's really not that simple. Like, or not that simple. It is that simple. Why did I say that? It is really that simple. It really, really, really is. So, thanks, Missy, for the questions. I think you're the only person in the room talking to me right now. I think I went on for like a half an hour. I don't even know what I really talked about. I just know I got paid today from the site. I have to go down to the check cashing place, cash it, and then figure out how much money is going into my savings account for my trip. Yeah, I mean, like, it's only if it sounds confusing of what I all said, it is because you're not making money from these companies to understand the level of process you go through to make sure your money is in your hand or in your bank account or in your savings or in your investments accounts. Like if you're not webcamming, if you're not doing phone sex, and this all sounds confusing to you, it's just you're not doing the job. That's why it sounds confusing. When you're doing the job, you will move past the confusion to the confusion becomes a solution. I've done that. This is 15 years of how I handle my money, how I make my money, how I trust these companies, how I love the relationship I have with these companies, how I'm able to improve my lifestyle because these companies are available to me where I don't have to feel not valued or honored for the work that I do because I've chosen something that's like that just the whole freedom life thing that's there. That's all it is. So if all of this is confusing to you, it's because you don't do this. You're not one of us. Like that's just what it is. So yeah, like for basically being a cam model, living in Canada, yeah, it's kind of and then being a cam model and living in certain other countries where like the dollar is stronger like the US dollar is stronger in their countries like Caribbean countries or like Colombia and all those places where like your dollar goes further. Yeah, this is why webcamming looks the way it does and why it's so appealing to so many people. You can make as like here's the thing about Facebook and the thing about your family on Facebook. Do you really need your family to be on Facebook? Because I just blocked out a family member from Facebook because I got tired of their wishy-washiness in real life and the way they treat me on Facebook, which is my little sister that I called her out. Yeah. So you don't need everybody on your Facebook. You really don't. It's social media, especially their family members that you would see in person in real life anyway, or there would be people that would pick up the phone and call you. You do not need them on your Facebook. Social media, you decide who you want to be social with a whole lot easier than if you're stuck in a family that you don't want to be with. You choose that. Like this is the whole thing about choice. It goes down to the people that you come from. You don't have to be with them. You don't have to have a relationship with them. You don't have to engage in them. You don't have to have a conversation with them. You don't have to hug them. You don't have to see them. You don't have to buy them gifts. You don't have to be the best aunt or uncle and give your nieces and nephews presents. You don't have to do any of that thing. Yeah, they gave you life. They taught you some values and lessons and things like that. And as soon as you become an adult, you can either choose to keep a relationship with them or choose not to. And then when you choose not to, you have to decide what your life is going to look like. So this whole thing about I'm worried about my family on Facebook, why? What do they hold over you that you have to keep them on your Facebook? Like that's just how it is. Like why do you need to have this? Why does your family have that much approval and control over you that you're worried about what they see on Facebook? Because I'm at the point where I really don't know. Like, yeah, I got my mom on WhatsApp that bothers me all the time. I got my aunt on WhatsApp that sends me nonsense all the time. I mute them. They're muted. Yeah. And then my little sister, I discovered she's not friends with me on Facebook no more. I blocked her. I'm like, screw this. Great. If I see them at Christmas time, fine. The majority of the time, if I see them at Christmas time, I'm not going to talk to them anyway. So there's that. So this whole thing about family, you don't have to be tied to them. You really don't. You can cut that relationship as fast as possible if you really want to. And that is a huge spectrum of how you're going to cut off your family. Like that's it. Like that's it. If your family is important to you, then I can see why you have this issue about it. But if yeah, you could the group is closed. The group is a closed group. And because I do these videos on YouTube, I post the link in some of the descriptions boxes of the videos that I make that have a link to the group. The group is closed. It might not pop up on your timeline, but I'm at the place where I don't care who knows what I do, and I don't worry about what they think of what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing is none of their business, and what they think I'm doing is none of my business. So that is the place I'm at. So if you and your Facebook and it's connected to your family and you're worried about groups, you will miss out on anything I post in that group. It's just what it is. And then when I'm building my online course, it'll be a whole different platform. That would be, I won't even have a bonus of having a Facebook group when I make the course and the group, and have its own community that's different. But right now I'm using social media because it reaches a different audience, it reaches more people, and I'm breaking the conversation of this. Like, camming is a job, it's an income source, it's a lifestyle. Like, you make your money, you pay your taxes, you live your life, that type of thing. It's just that certain people just hold a lot of, I don't even know what to call it, just negative restrictions and ideas of something that really doesn't need any of that. It just really doesn't. So yeah, but it goes to that. Like, I'm just in the place where just live your life for you. Who cares if your family sees certain things on Facebook? Like, yeah, because of the mere fact now they are not paying my bills. Streamate is paying my bills right now. iFriends is paying my bills right. I am more like loyal to the company that mails me a paycheck that keeps my lights on, my food in my belly, than my family that might give me money if they can squeeze it in, because they really don't think they can, because they see me as an adult and I should be able to make money for myself. Like, see how that family in itself, just that whole, that's too much restriction. Streammate, here's the relationship. I log on, I make my money. If I reach over $20 for the week, they will send me the paycheck. That is it. That is how me and the Streamate relationship works. That's it. Like, that's it. Um, there's no website set up for that. For the information about the websites I work on, I have not made a blog or a website yet for that. It's probably like I'm probably gonna have to set up the Discord chat. I haven't really figured out how to put the information together of what I'm doing right now, because right now it's more of like my personal journey is just more people are looking of options of how to make money. And what I've noticed is the mindset of doing this, people need to break down the mindset. People need to release a lot of thinking around this to do this work. So I haven't really set up a website. I haven't, because me setting up a website means money. And that money to set up websites is not available right now. And it's not something I can just put on a free platform, because free platforms have restrictions. That I know. I need to figure out if this really is worth investing, and if there's enough people that will buy what I'm selling when I invest the money to build a course or information for these stuff. Because great, I put up money to talk about what I do for a living and my lifestyle for the last 15 years. But if nobody's buying the course or the program and the information, it doesn't make any sense that I keep it up and running. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm trying to test out the waters to see who is really interested in what I'm doing and who's willing to buy the information that I'm sharing. And that's what this is about. So like right now, like it seems like there's people that are interested, which is great. But at the same time, the place I'm personally starting at right now, I need to set the foundation. I need to set up my savings account. I need to make sure that if it's going to be an add-on business thing for me, that there's money there to develop it, promote it, or market it. So I'm looking at this in a whole different way now because of the way that people are asking for information. And I don't want to just sit here and just give out all my information for free. Some websites, yes. Some websites, if you're on, they will give you a refer a friend link where you do get a bonus when the person who signs up from your link actually makes the minimum requirement so you can earn the bonus. I have those links. You can email me for those links. That I can do. I can email you the stuff I'm doing. I don't do texting websites. I only do Night Flirt, and I'm not doing Night Flirt right now because of I need to update. Again, it's just money. There's certain things that I'm not doing right now because the money is not there for it. I'm focused on the things that don't need a lot of money to start, like webcamming, because those are already in place. So I'm working with what I have right now, and then certain things are being scaled up or improved or reinvented or revamped where I can have them as income streams. So I think my email is minioncam@gmail.com. You can email that link. Let me know what you're looking for out of that. If you're going to email me questions to that email address, make sure they're actually a question, like, and actually a question where it looks like you thought about the question and you're not looking for like a 10-page paragraph answer. Because certain things, like, you need to be self-sufficient. This is a business where you have to be self-sufficient. You have to be able to start on your own and learn a lot of things on your own. And if you're not able to do that, and you're not able to do that by showing the way, like in the questions, because some people questions that are giving me, like, they want like a 10-page essay. I'm not going to do that. So if you're going to ask me a question, it needs to be something that either it's already answered in a video or like it'll be on my next video that I answer. So there's that. No. Yeah, I will. I will. I gotta go cash this check, and then I gotta come back and work. And here's the thing: if you're asking if I have a boyfriend and you're on the internet, why the hell would I answer that question? Just think about it. Think about the question you're asking me. Why would I answer that question? Like, really? Like, this is why sometimes going live is annoying, because some of you guys just post the most stupidest things ever. And I'm not getting paid for this right now. Great. You can wonder all you want if I have one. Wonder, wonder, wonder. Because I'm not going to tell you. Wonder all you want. I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, bye. Like, fuck. Why? Does that make any sense? Oh. All right, I'm done. Because that, yeah, you killed it. You killed it. If there was anything that would actually, like, keep me going to do this live video, Yeah, so I'm gonna answer this call because the call is more important. So see you guys later.